and welcome. I'm Harriet Agbeni. Tonight, the Election Petition Tribunal nullifies the election of Nyesom Wike as Governor of Rivers State, orders INEC to conduct fresh polls within 90 days. The People's Democratic Party vows to appeal the tribunal judgment that nullified Mr. Wike's election. The All Progressives Congress applauds the tribunal ruling, says it is vindicated. And Israel and Jordan agree on moves aimed at reducing tensions surrounding a prominent holy site in Jerusalem. On business news, the central bank directs Bureau de Change operators to honor its list of items prohibited from forex transactions.
And in sports news, Nigeria's Falconets move one step closer to qualifying for the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup with a first leg victory over South Africa in the qualifiers.
We begin tonight in Abuja, the nation's federal capital territory, where the Rivers State Governorship Election Tribunal has nullified the election of Governor Nyesom Wike, the People's Democratic Party candidate in the April 11, 2015 elections, on the ground that his election did not comply substantially with electoral guidelines. The tribunal also ordered the Independent National Electoral Commission to conduct fresh governorship elections in the state. In a 2-hour judgment, chairman of the tribunal, Justice Suleiman Ambrosa, said the petitioners succeeded in proving their case before the tribunal. Lawyer to the People's Democratic Party and a senior advocate of Nigeria, Chris Uche, however, says the judgment will be appealed.
It was a moment of jubilation for members of the All Progressives Congress as the Rivers State Governorship Election Tribunal nullified the election of Mr. Nyesom Wike as governor of Rivers State. The governorship candidate of the All Progressive Congress, Dakuku Peter Side, had filed a petition urging the tribunal to nullify the April 11 governorship election in all the 23 local government areas of the state and to order fresh elections. Delivering a 2-hour judgment, Justice Suleiman Ambrosa upheld the arguments of the petitioners, saying the massive failure of card readers in most polling units confirmed that the election failed to comply substantially with the electoral guideline. Lawyer to the petitioners applauded the verdict of the tribunal.
It's very, very fantastic. Eventually, the judgment has come, and that the caretaker government that they have in Rivers State will vacate, and for next election to be conducted in that state soonest. The court nullifies the election in Rivers State as having not complied with the Electoral Act and new election to be conducted in Rivers State.
The verdict of the tribunal appears to be a bitter pill for the People's Democratic Party, as the lawyer to the PDP announced plans to immediately appeal the judgment.
This is the first tier in the judicial ladder. We have instructions because this judgment has raised several issues that must be tested on appeal. We still have the Court of Appeal, we still have the Supreme Court. And we will all remember that even the Supreme Court has fixed Tuesday next week to deliver judgment on the jurisdiction of this same tribunal. But suddenly this date was brought forward to deliver this judgment today, notwithstanding that the tribunal still had 7 days before the expiry of this petition. But we are going to make sure that the ruling, a copy of it, is given to us as early as possible, because you know that we have 21 days to appeal, and you also know that by virtue of section 143 of the Electoral Act, our candidate, the governor, will remain in office until this matter has gone the whole hog to the Supreme Court.
With the plan of the People's Democratic Party and Governor Nyesom Wike to appeal the judgment of the tribunal, the legal battle over the governorship seat in Rivers State will now shift to the Court of Appeal.
Well, just like the councils, the PDP, Chris Uche, has said the decision of the Rivers State Governorship Tribunal sitting in Abuja nullifying the election of Governor Nyesom Wike will be contested in other courts. The special advisor to the governor on media, Opunabo Taria, told our correspondent in Rivers State that they will exhaust all legal options available to them.
First, I want to say this is miscarriage of justice. The tribunal has done its bit. The tribunal panelists have done what they've been asked to do. Definitely, Governor Nyesom Wike will go on appeal, and I believe that at the end of the day, sagacity will prevail. I want to urge the teaming supporters to remain calm. The moon moves slowly, but by daybreak it has crossed the sky. Eventually, we are going to get judgment. Sagacity will prevail at the Supreme Court, because, like we know, even if they had declared us winners, definitely the APC would have still gone to court to challenge the verdict of the tribunal. So at the end of the day, it will end at the Supreme Court. And I want to assure you that, God willing, we shall emerge victorious.
For some members of the All Progressives Congress in Rivers State jubilating at the fact that the judgment returned in favor of their candidate, even as the PDP has vowed to regain its mandate. Well, these party members converged on the party secretariat in Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital. Most of them were seen carrying posters of their governorship candidate, Dr. Dakuku Peter's side, at the last elections and singing solidarity songs. The publicity secretary of the APC in the state, Chris Finebone, stated that his party is not bothered by any legal move that the PDP may make.
It is their right to go to appeal, just like it is our right. In case it didn't go our way, we would have also gone to appeal. So let them go to appeal. But the happiness we have in APC is that the judges showed an uncommon candor and intellectual depth in the way they dealt with every issue of law, every issue, whether it's about the card reader, whether it's about placing the card reader side by side the provisions of the law. They dealt with them. In fact, the judgment from our standpoint is that it's a remarkable one that will even help the work of the appeal court and even the Supreme Court. And so to the extent that all the major issues were demolished by this tribunal gives us joy. And we are encouraged to say anybody can go to appeal. But the job of the appellate court and the Supreme Court have been made simple by the way this panel of judges dealt with all the issues that arose from the matter. And so, to that extent, we are sure that even if you go to appeal and up to the Supreme Court, victory will still be ours.
Well, staying with the Rivers State election developments, the Rivers Police Command says the state is calm and people are going about their normal businesses following the annulment of the election of Governor Nyesom Wike. In Port Harcourt and neighboring local government areas, security had been beefed up with deployment of security personnel in two strategic locations. Rivers State Police spokesperson Mrs. Grace Irinji-Koko says that the command has not recorded any incidents and that it is on top of the situation. Away from electoral matters, a 5-man delegation from the presidency led by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Babachir Lawal, has visited Borno State to condole with the people over the recent terror attack. The SGF led the group to the Specialist Hospital and the Federal Medical Center, where the bodies of the deceased have been deposited, while treatment has commenced on those injured in the attack. The continuing terror attack, which left scores dead and many others injured, is said to have overstretched the health facilities in the state. Speaking to journalists, Mr. Lawal disclosed that the presidency has instructed the state government to ensure victims are treated free of charge. Prior to his visit, the SGF had also led the delegation to Yola, where the death toll from a suicide attack also at a mosque had risen to 33, while those still receiving treatment are at 90.
We are here to commiserate with the people of Adamawa State and condole with it over the wicked bomb blast of yesterday. First of all, we want to thank the people of Adamawa State because they have demonstrated a level of compassion and empathy that is known only to the people of Adamawa State. We have gone around and we have seen the level of cooperation and assistance that the people rendered. They donated blood, they donated materials, medical materials, they volunteered to assist those that are in need. On behalf of the President, I wish to extend the gratitude of the people of Nigeria to this very, very, very good cause. We also want to commend the Governor of Adamawa State for the level of compassion he has shown towards those that are injured and those that have lost their beloved ones. He has left no stone unturned to meet to the needs of the medical team, and we are indeed very grateful for this. We will not shy from commending Governor Bindo for being a man of compassion, and we thank you for it, sir.
Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Babachir Lawal. In part 2, after the break, we take a look at the plight of the girl-child education in the midst of the Boko Haram insurgency. Please stay with us.